I have loads of like little statements that I go over. I mean, it's kind of like geeky and I guess a bit personal, but I have there's a really famous statement from Alex Ferguson, who's the Manchester United manager, or was the Manchester United manager, and I'm a massive Manchester United fan. But he always recalls this story he told his players one day, where he used to say to them, I was walking down a street one day and I came across three bricklayers, and I said to one of the bricklayers, "What are you doing right now?" And he said, "I'm earning £10 an hour." And he went to the second bricklayer and said, "What are you doing?" And the guy said, "I'm laying bricks." And then he went to the third bricklayer and he said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm building a cathedral that one day I will bring my grandchildren to, and it will be a wonder to behold, and I will be able to stand there and say, I built this." So in my reflection, I have little things like that I read every week. And I always reflect back and think, has my behaviors reflected that? This week, have I been in work just collecting a paycheck? This week, have I been in work just writing user stories and doing the thing? Or actually this week, have I been in work and have I been building like world-class game-changing products? And that kind of reflective process then enables me next week to go, well, if this week I've just been collecting my paycheck, next week I better up my game and change my behaviors to reflect this. So that weekly reflection of running through those type of topics really, I think, helps me like focus myself for the next week and do that. But you've got to take the time out of the office. I don't think it's something you can do at your desk. I kind of go to a new location, a new place, and kind of think about it and go through it and try and exhibit those type of behaviors. The best thing to describe reflection, I think, and retrospectives is the first Winnie the Pooh book, the first paragraph in there says something like, "Here comes Edward Bear walking down the stairs, bump, bump, bump on the back of his head. He thinks there ought to be a better way of coming down the stairs. If only he could stop bumping for a minute and think about it." And it's an image of Christopher Robin dragging Winnie the Pooh down the stairs, bumping his head on the back of the stairs. And that's reflection, the bump, 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 bump of product daily life, banging your head against stakeholders and engineers and sprint planning and all those things. Like, there ought to be a better way of doing it if only you could stop bumping in for a second and think. And that's reflection. Reflection is just the hour out to stop the bumping and kind of think about, is there a better way of doing things?